Good morning, mate. You okay? Friday, we made it. Last day of the week. And the weekend is ours. Some interesting news dropped yesterday. And I was going to cover it yesterday and I thought I'll save it for the morning. It feels like something to talk about on a walk in the morning. I'm in Castleton, absolutely beautiful part of the world. This is the little square there with the war memorial. There's a castle up on the top of the hill. I don't actually know if you can see it. Peveril Castle, which is why it's called Castleton. But it's also the sort of centre of my favourite walk that I do. I do it regular. And it's Castleton Mamtoll Loop. You can't quite see. You can still see the high walk up there. What I'm going to do, there's a peak just behind this house here called Mamtoll. You kind of go up through a cave, a collapsed cave sort of system through here, up around the back there, all the way along that walk. The peak's actually there, just covered in the mist. You see it? Yeah, that's the peak there. And then you kind of walk all the way along this ridge line, all the way back round, and then into where I park my car. It's about 8 or 9 miles. And it's a great little walk, a little bit of scrambling in, bit of elevation. And it's a great place for anyone to come hiking because you got loads of pubs in the centre of Castleton and shops and stuff like that as well. So honestly, it's a top little walk. And you've probably seen me do it on IRL. I bring a footy team here to come and do hikes with a footy team. Just love it. It's absolutely sensational. So anyone wants a walk that they can do, not too far of a drive from town. As soon as I'm done here, I'm off to work straight from here. There's also like old mine and cave tours and stuff that you can do around here in Castleton as well. So if you don't live far, it's a great little spot to come. There's a ton of things to do. So that's where I am this morning. Try and get 8-9 mile banked this morning, mixed iffy rough terrain, and then get myself into town. Normally I do my longer walks Tuesdays and Saturdays. Sometimes Wednesdays I go and spend all day doing 20, 30, 40k. That's my endurance day. Or I go on a bike. I'm at physio tomorrow, so Friday we are off on a bit of a hike. So, what's the news that I was saving for this morning to react to? Erik Ten Hag, Leverkusen. 2 league games gone. Why? What happened? Well, I think you've got to frame it a little bit with some context of. Try and watch my foot in here. Look at the state of this. Don't want to go arse over tit. I don't edit these, I just post them. I think you have to frame it a little bit with the context of Leverkusen. Obviously champions season before last. Clearly had a manager that suited them in Xabi Alonso. Took them out of nothing. Had that incredible season. Nearly went the entire season undefeated. All competitions, Arsenal fans. That's an achievement, not one. Got them playing some very offensive football, dominating games, quite a few tactical innovations. It's going like a dream because it's a team assembled relatively cheaply. I thought I'd film it here because I didn't think it'd be windy, and then the wind's howling through. Hopefully it's not killed the sound, because I keep forgetting the mic. So, Alonso leaves. Do it that way. Alonso leaves, goes to Real Madrid. And then, is that worse? And then, as you would expect happens, all the best players go. Wirtz goes, Frimpong goes, Xhaka goes, as Tag on as well. And they bring in Erik Ten Hag 1st of July. He has pre-season. He has a first round of the German Cup, which he wins against 4th division opposition. And then 2 league games. And then he gets the bullet. What did they give him the bullet for? I imagine sessions with Erik Ten Hag and Xabi Alonso were quite different. I imagine sessions with Erik Ten Hag after you've had Xabi Alonso. Erik Ten Hag, not known for his charisma, let's be honest. I think he's a football nerd. I actually think he really knows what he's talking about. I think he understands football. But I'm pretty sure the reason that Steve McLaren was brought into Manchester United is to be the softer side of that management. Because Erik Ten Hag has got the personality of your average tax accountant. So, he fell out with everyone. He fell out with the players that he signed. He fell out with the staff that he brought. Players were seeing their arse at every training session seemed to involve press-ups and physical work rather than tactical work. And I guess once you've come from Xabi Alonso, where clearly they were well coached, clearly he had them doing what he wanted them to do, they probably did a lot of tactical work. Now, I don't think having press-ups and physical work, especially in pre-season, is a bad thing. But maybe you can communicate that to the players a little bit better as a coach. Maybe you can come in and go, lads, it is my belief, we'll do some testing, but lads, it's my belief that we need to do some running. So, for the first 2-3 months, we're running. After that, we're going to get to work on shape. After that, we'll do patterns. After that, we'll do wave attacks. After that, we'll do whatever, do you know what I mean? There's always a place for physical fitness in football. Always. Maybe you could have communicated that better. What does it mean for United? Honestly, I don't know. I think Erik, like all managers that United have had, got treated poorly by the media and got treated rough by the fans. I don't revel in a man losing his job, whether he's here or elsewhere, unless it's Liverpool or City or whatever. Obviously that's a rival fan thing, innit? But I don't know, there's probably lessons to learn, isn't there? Depending what Leverkusen do now, depending who they bring in now, going this early will either be a success or a failure. A couple of Leeds fans here, lads, look. One up there, a couple on the road. That wind's howling down here now, innit? I do apologise if the audio's rough. I keep forgetting the mics. Where are you going, bro? Just running up my shoulder here. Say hello to the people. It's Friday. He's getting after it. He's eating all the grass. He knows the weekend is upon us. Another one here staring me out. What's going on? So, yeah, depending on what Leverkusen do and how they do, you only know if these decisions are good or bad in the long term. You only know if these decisions are good or bad in hindsight. Sacking Sir Alex Ferguson ahead of that Nottingham Forest game in 1990 might have been the right thing to do at the time. Certainly what a lot of people wanted. Doesn't necessarily mean with hindsight it was a good thing. I'd say it probably worked out for Fergie in the end, wouldn't you? Probably worked out. Doesn't mean that every single person given time will get it right. But I do think the amount of time required to get things right is often underestimated by people. And people who can go in, see an instant impact, immediate change. Emery and Gerrard springs to mind. Is because one person is obviously not the right stuff, and one person obviously is. Just because it's not working doesn't mean that that person isn't the right stuff at that time. It takes a while. Anyway, because it is Friday, because tomorrow is Saturday, and because it's international break, I'm extending an invite out to you. Come hang out tomorrow, 3 o'clock, Hyde United Stadium. Google it. Postcode's easily found. Project Solar Stadium is the name of it, Hyde United. Paddock are playing tomorrow. And the only thing we're doing is going 7-0. We've played 6, we've won 6. There's the castle I was telling you about. There we go. It's alright, doesn't it? We've played 6, we've won 6. Tomorrow we're going to play our 7th. And by 4:45 we'll have won our 7th. It's not arrogance, it's confidence. I don't know where that run going to end. It will end. But the vibes are good at training. Players are playing well. I've got selection headaches because I've got people that don't deserve to be left out. And one of the things that I decided I wanted to do when I started this whole thing was to learn more. And I learn more every week. And I question more every week. And I question, am I full of shit here or what? But one of the things I have learned is just how long things take. Paddock have always had talented footballers. We've always managed to attract talented footballers. Good dribblers, flair players. And one of the things that I learned properly, I think I probably instinctively knew it, but really learned it and saw the benefit of it was a couple of changes that got made last year. One, the start of last season, we went on a 4-game streak without winning. Lost 2, drew 2. To teams that were at the bottom of the league. And what I learnt in those games was we weren't losing those games on skill. We were losing those games on character and on grit. And some players were allowed to leave, asked to leave, and told to leave. Some players were not selected until they left. And what left was, and what was recruited was lads with a better attitude, lads with a better grit, lads who wanted to be at Paddock, not to do us a favour, not while they waited to get a move elsewhere, but because they wanted to play for Paddock. And the difference was, it wasn't perfect straight away. It's probably arguably not perfect yet, but the difference was quite telling quite quickly. We started to see, we would go a goal behind when we had our so-called talented dream team. And we'd struggle to get back in the game. When we started picking arguably less talented players with more grit, what we saw was we could go 2 goals down in a game. It almost didn't matter. We were going to keep fighting and keep plugging. Sometimes we managed to get back in front. Sometimes we managed to pull a draw out of it. But we were never done. And then from September last year, we went on a run. And we've lost once in 24, 25 games, something like that. And that one loss that we've got in the league, can make a case that we didn't really deserve to lose that. But we did. And even then, it's still just one loss in 20 odd games. Our seasons are only 30 games long. We've drawn 4, 3, lost 1, won the rest. And we started this season off with 6 wins. There's no coincidence there. And I'm learning, and I'm trying to apply that learning to how I cover United. Things take time. Characters have to be uncovered, found, recruited, and then given the authority within the changing room to call other players out when they don't meet the standards on the pitch, off the pitch. If they're not committed, they need to be told. If they're not doing the right things, they need to be told. And Ronaldo's been here for 5 years now. And he went away a little bit last season, wasn't enjoying his football, wanted to focus on work a little bit. And he came back for pre-season. And he's played well. And he's bought in. And Ronaldo yesterday was saying the togetherness in the team is something that he's never seen in the 5 years that he's been here with Paddock. And that's why we feel unbeatable. And yeah, we're going to lose games. It's inevitable. We're an amateur football team. I got nothing to recruit you to this team except come play for this team. And nothing we're doing is unique. Got a bit of social media presence. So does every team. We're putting our videos on YouTube. Honestly, so is every team at this level now. It's nothing new. There's nothing unique about it. We've got a lot of members worldwide. We sell a lot of shirts. Doesn't make any difference on the pitch, to be honest with you. There's probably an element of difficulty because of my notoriety, recognition that I have because of this YouTube channel. That makes it a little bit of a cup final. That probably makes it 10, 15, 20% harder sometimes as teams want to show up. The lip I get on a touchline off them, of opposition. But we're used to it. We recognise it. And actually I think we probably thrive in it a little bit. Love it when teams come and attack us. Don't respect us. Try and stick it on us. Because we can play. But anyway, if you're free tomorrow at 3 o'clock, come find out how full of shit I am. Or whether I might actually know what we're talking about. Because I think we play some good stuff. And we play with a lot of control in the game. And ironically we do it, with the ball at least, with a 3-2-5 shape. Which apparently doesn't work, and it's too open. But come and see for yourself, Hyde United, 3 o'clock. And anytime United have got a Sunday game, come find us. It's free. If you truly like football, come check it out. Right, that wind is definitely going to be rattling through this camera now, so I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to go try and pick up the pace, because I am not going anywhere near quick enough at the moment. And I'll see you later. Ta-ra. Hey, before I go, good morning, mate. See you in a bit.